Hey guys, Ice Cold XP here. I am still at the Black Vein oil rig, and before I left here, I decided to go ahead and redo my entire setup. So I was talking about that in the last video, and I showed what I had at the time, and I just thought it was a little bit cluttered, and I thought I could do a better job. So I reworked it, and I'll let you see what I've done, and maybe you can get some ideas from the way I did things, and maybe you can leave me some comments on how you would do it or how you have done yours already. So maybe give me some pointers. So okay, so I'll show you what I got here. Let's uh, let's get up there. Oops. Okay, I still have 5 of each tanks down here. Still feeding the line straight up. Okay, now as you can see, totally different, right? No tanks lining up all over the place. Wires look a little cleaner. So let's talk about power first. Same setup over here. Still got 2 Typhoons that I have to constantly keep repairing. I just repaired them, so they should be good. Well, see, already lost 4%, and I literally just fixed these. Okay, so all of these and these 2 are feeding this way, and up over that pipe there. Coming along the corner here, and boom, right in here. I've got 12 batteries right now, and I think that's more than enough. And so what else have I got? There's one Lumimax up there and one Lumimax right there. Alone are going to this one battery, which is powering the station separately from everything else. I wanted it to be powered separately in case I use a ton of power for whatever reason. Lights will stay on, so that's what I did there. Let's see. Okay, so I've got a panel here as well. Let me come up here and show you what's going on up here. As you can see, I've got these panels. There's some mids and some maxes here, and between those and all of these on the other side, remember this one is just feeding that one battery along with the one right there, but all the rest of them are feeding into this line here, coming across and hooking up with all the rest of these right into here, and then right into here, and dropping down into my battery room. So that is the power. I don't think I have anything going on up there. So that's power. Plenty of power going on here. And then what I decided to do here, if you come down this way, there was some tanks when you first came to this site, and what I did was I put 12 diesel tanks over here, 12 of them. So I added more tanks, and because you just can't get enough diesel, it seems like. Petrol is the one that is takes so much longer to produce. So I hid them kind of out of the way so it looked cleaner upstairs. So there's all my diesel plus the 5 that are down there. And then I've got the 5 petrol down there. I decided that was all I needed, was the 5 down there, because like I said, I think that's more than enough. So those 5, that's it for the petrol down there. Let me go back up. and we'll go down to the where the oil extractor is, oil pump. And as you can see, that's the line that goes to the diesel tanks, and then you've got diesel downstairs, petrol, and oil. And I've got them all on separate lines here. And let's get down here. Boom. Alright, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 oil drums down here. And they're all full. Fill them up pretty quick. And then the rest of those lines, I went ahead and put this down here. Get this plastic. And everything's just going to feed right up my lines. Yeah, and I've got power coming down here. This is coming from the battery room, hitting my box right here, feeding through here, and then splitting off into this machine, and then around right into the oil pump. So that's it. That's pretty much all I need. I think it's so much cleaner than it was before, and the only thing is, and I don't know, I might be able to change this, but depending on whether I want to fill the tanks, those 12 tanks, or if I want to fill my ship, or the tanks down at the bottom by the ship, I have to move the wires here. So let's see, like this right here. So right now, this is going to the drums, or the tanks, the 12 tanks right here. So if I get them full, I can just come over here, disconnect, boom, now it's going to the ship. Easy as that. I could probably put these together or something, but I figure this isn't a big deal. Do just like this. Hey guys, just jumping in here real quick because I made a couple changes. I didn't like having to disconnect and reconnect the lines depending on whether it's going to the tanks down there or down to the ship area. So what I did was I switched the petrol and diesel lines here, and now diesel will come to this splitter here, and I can have them send both at the same time or just to one or the other depending on what I need. But right now it shows, it'll equally go to both sides at once. So I'll go straight diesel, bam, I can have them both fill at the same time. So that's much easier. And then now the diesel is in the center here going straight out, and then of course the oil stayed the same. So I think that actually works a little bit better there. And I had to redo the lines a little bit down here. Let me see if I can show you here. And so it's just a little neater, straight out, boom, up, and the same thing with the diesel right there. So yeah, I just wanted to show that. And also, yeah, the powers ran the same. Come up here. That was really bothering me, and there's one other thing on my ship that still bothers me, but this will work out even better than I had it before. But let's go down and I'll show you what I did with these lines downstairs. Okay, so I'm hearing the music for the little slugs, but I don't see them. I hear them down in the water. Okay, so this is the oil, and I've got the oil, and the middle one's the petrol wrapping around this way. Petrol's going right into here and out, and then the oil, I got a connection right here. So when I'm ready to fill those tanks, I just hook a line up here, go to the right here, or directly to the tank, however I want to do it. And I wanted it over here, but I just didn't like it coming across like that. But that's just being picky. And then this will go straight to the diesel or the petrol tanks. And I did make a little change there. I decided I didn't need 5 petrol tanks. I just 3 is plenty, and so I've got these almost full. And then I added 2 more diesel because you just need more diesel than petrol, I feel like. Um, so yeah, I made that change. What I don't like is this right here. I don't like crossing the stairs to get to that port. Kind of wish the port was like right here. Um, yeah, I might or might not change that some kind of way. But that's, again, just being picky. I don't really like it, both of these wires coming across like that, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do. So I could come from this side as well, but then I have to cross here. I'd have to have one coming across here, and I wanted to avoid that, so I put this here just because when I'm ready to fill just those 2 tanks are fed directly in to the ship, but I still need to be able to fill them, so I'd have to connect here to here, here to my line over here. So that's my setup there for now, and I'm a lot more happier though with what I got going on up there. I think that's going to work really great. So anyway, I'll let you get back to where you were. There we go. So let me flip these on and you guys can see it running. Might get it loud down here. Okay. Power's coming in. Going around. Okay, so let's turn this on. Yeah, now they're both getting power. That was really the first time I'm doing this, so hopefully it's getting enough power at the same time, both machines. I think it'll be fine. Okay. Yeah, looks like we're good. Petrol's going out, diesel's going out, oil's going. So let's go upstairs. There we go. So right now I've got the diesel going to those tanks, fill them up. I got the petrol going downstairs, down to the ship. And the oil is full on my ship. So this line really, it's not even hooked up to the ship right now. So basically the oil is just refilling the tanks down there as it's being used by this machine right here right now. So if I wanted to send diesel to my ship, I would just unplug like I showed earlier and plug in this one, and boom, it'd go right downstairs. So that's it. Much cleaner. One power line going down to everything. All my lines going out to my ship and downstairs to those diesels. Got all of those diesel tanks, and then I've got a battery room here. Now, if I'd have thought about it ahead of time, maybe I would have made this my battery room. It's a little more compact, and I don't know. I think maybe that would have been better. But also at the same time, I would have had to cross lines, or maybe not. Maybe not. I could have just come right along here. Maybe I could have come. Yeah, I would have had to cross lines, which is not a big deal, but it just, I think, looks neater this way. So anyway, if you're doing yours, you might want to make that your room, or that one, whatever you want to do. So that's my setup. A lot more happy with it than I was before. It was kind of just a real mess, and of course I could move some of these around in different spots, but I was just trying to get as much power as I could, so I did move this one. It was right here in the center, and I just kind of moved it out. And I know that a lot of people will say, well, you know, some of these might be too close and they're actually blocking sunlight, but that's okay. If one's being blocked, there's a bunch more that are hitting, the sun is hitting it. So altogether, I think it's fine. And I'll bet these are already maxed out. Yeah. So, well, 5.9. So they're nearly maxed out right now, and it's currently being drawn from. So yeah, no problem with power. Power is great. Anyway, guys, hope you liked the video and my setup here. Maybe it gave you some ideas on how you want to do it. I'm pretty happy with it. So my next project, maybe before I leave here, I was thinking about doing some things different on my ship. I may or may not. I don't know. I may just decide to go ahead and go to that seed vault. But anyway, that's all I got for now. And you guys have a great day. And I'll catch you on the next one.